Hope you enjoy it. One thanks for watching. This is so nice game by Let's View on Digimon's Fusion Appli Monsters episode 14. This episode is basically a new. He started off when them saying New Year's Revolution and stuff like that. Basically, like Happy New Year, and because oh, during the New Year's, the holidays, anime take a break. Overall, maybe they say this is a new year. And let's get started. We get to see that today's enemy is a puzzle Appmon called Puzzlemon. Apparently, it's another game app, kind of like Roleplay Mon, but it looks like Message Mon. It has 3 heads on it, and they're all attached. These are very different. Like for now, like for example, Haru can use Super Appli Fusion right now wherever he wants to, through an extension of his will. The team now has a headquarters underneath the library. They told their friend, their friend Adi-chan, Adi, she's the girl that Haru has a crush on, so it's going to be very hard for him now. I can't wait to see how they do this, Well, when you look at the situation right now, they're growing as a group, so they're going to have to find a way. They look like they're working together more and more. It seems that Ray is willing to give them a chance, but he's still not willing to be a part of the group. He still needs to find out what happened to his little brother. Especially after finding out that Leviathan took his little brother and that he was a super hacker, overall. When you think about it, it's going to be hard for them, to beat all this, Puzzlemon, he causes havoc around the city, locking everything. In order to get through the things, you have to solve a puzzle. Like for example, we had to see one of Haru's friends, son. He's a guy with kid with blue hair and a lab coat, glasses, bow tie. He tries to use the bathroom. The bathroom is locked. The only way to get through is to solve the puzzle. It's gonna be hard for them to do that. To do that, everyone tries to do the puzzle. They ultimately fail. They get rejected. How they find out about it. They went after it. How Irina tried the puzzle. She lost. Astra tried the puzzle. He lost. But Haru, it's obvious Haru, he can understand things a lot better. He doesn't just rushes in, he's a good person. He understands things. It's obvious that he's the leader of this group, It looks like they're starting to embrace themselves as the chosen ones, as Appli drivers, the Digi destined, They're starting to accept their destiny. However, they still got to find a name for their group, especially when they're arguing, like Irina arguing with Asha. Asha picks her name and she shoots him down, Anyway, they managed to confront, Puzzlemon, in the virtual world, how he and Messamon talk, they look alike. Remember, some Appmons actually share a similar design, like for example, MCmon and Musamon look the same, just different color scheme, different style to them, when you think about it. The situation for them is like right now they're trapped inside a giant puzzle game. They gotta have to solve the puzzle. The puzzle is rather very easy. You gotta match 3 of the color. There's 3 colors: red, blue, and green. You gotta match three of the same colors together, and it appears. They gotta beat all the colors that's out in time, and they win the game. And they see how they struggle with it a little bit. It's pretty funny overall. They try to make things worse, but then they have an idea, They use the game to their advantage to try to knock Puzzlemon off balance, So they use force, they mess around a little bit. Even though they were boxed in at first, they decided to use all the numbers and things to their advantage. That's one of the things I enjoyed a lot, Basically, they use the enemy's own methods against them, That's something I like. I like that very much, When you see this, it's definitely very impressive. I really enjoyed watching this. As they managed to get out of the box, they confront Puzzlemon, who's now in 3 pieces. Haru summons Dogachimon with Super App Realize. Astra uses Appli Fusion to summon out Mediamon. Same with Irina, summon out Duskamon, it's definitely very unique. They beat him, they won, but he wasn't one of the 7 code Appmons, they thought they were gonna get something different, but It's going to be hard for them to look for the other sibling Appmon, because they have a long milestone to handle them. Like, for example, Ray, while he was investigating, while he's still investigating the leaders of the group who's behind all this, he found out that one of the main leaders of the group is named Miriamon. She's the one who took Tsushima's chip. She's also the one who is in charge of everything, and she's the one who took the cameraman from Haru and the others earlier. Now, when you look at this, it's definitely very unique. It looks like she's the president of a CEO. Like, she took over the company from the CEO and made him into a butler. She also has a henchman. Looks like his name is Coachman. And he wields his hammer. He has his fur coat, glasses. When you look at this, it looks like they still got a long way to go. Because if they have the resources of a company at their disposal, that means these guys are capable of anything. That means it's going to be even harder for them to beat them. But I know they can. They're the Digi Destined, the chosen ones, the Appli drivers. So I know they can handle this. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed it. Watching, subscribe. Thank you. This is Sellavin gave a latest review of Digimon Fusion and Appli monsters. I'm out. Peace. Bye.